All right, welcome back to my channel, The Awakening for Life, where we simply provide representation for the underdog. I will be your host, Nate, hoping everyone is okay. And can you believe that we on month number 3? Month number 3 already. It is March 2nd, 2025. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. And as always, entrepreneurship is life. So, let me see here. I just want to say before I start this video, I appreciate those who taking the time to subscribe, to comment, because that's what this is about. This is about finding people who are like us, finding the underdogs to society, finding people that want the true awakening process, that want positivity, that want change, that want growth, inspiration, motivation. That's what we want. So, what I'm offering is a platform where you come as you are and you stay as you are, as long as you are contributing in a way where it promotes positivity and growth. You're welcome and you are loved and you're embraced. And as I should say, welcome home. So let me just jump right up into it, right? And I'm just going to go from the top of my head on this one. This one's going to be called personnel changes. And I take football and I relate it to life once more. Right. So in this case, the reason why I talk about personnel changes is because many of you here, you have played many seasons in your life. And in playing these seasons, you have yet to win a playoff game. You have yet to see a Super Bowl ring. You have yet to figure out how to win. You're calling all the wrong plays. You got the wrong players on your roster. You got the wrong personnel on your team. And sure, let's say, for example, in 2023, you said you was going to come in this thing popping. And you start off with the New Year's resolution, with the New Year's thrill. And you be like, yeah, I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. I'm amped up. Let's go. Let's move. And then you find that the enthusiasm you had at the beginning of the year starts to fade over time. Because life itself is calling blitz. So it's calling from the blitz to the right, the blitz to the left, blitz up the gut. And it's causing you to fall on your back every single time. And you start to get up and you realize you're looking to your left, you're looking to your right, and you're looking at your offensive line, and you got an offensive line that can't block. You got wide receivers who can't get open. You got a tight end, I don't know what he's doing, but he ain't even picking up the block. You got a running back that can't get the yardage that they need. And this is all due to personnel, the people around you, right? So we got all these people. And then, of course, we're too distracted in our mindset because all of a sudden we're pretty much getting hit. And then sometimes we become our own worst enemy. But nonetheless, you tell yourself next year. Now you come with the face paint, the body paint in the cold and you shouting, New Year's resolution. And what is the key to insanity? It's doing the same things and expecting a different result. And we've been doing that for so long. But for some reason, this year hits different. This year, you're looking at the mirror. And the mirror's looking back at you. And you realize that, hey, I'm not the spring chicken as I used to be. I'm not the young buck as I used to be. Time is ticking on that clock. I'm looking for a time to retire. I'm looking for a time to try to get my mind right, to get my goals right, to do what I need to do. And we call that the midlife crisis. Something happens that causes you to reevaluate the things that's in your life. And it starts with you. Sometimes you got to go outside the box and find people who got something going on for themselves. Somebody that's exceeding expectations. Doesn't mean that you have to take their advice, but take their advice that can resonate with you, because the universe is telling you in so many ways it's time to wake up, and it's time to wake up fast. Many of you have acquaintances that all they prefer to do is spend time at the corner store and starts talking about the memories of the old. Many of you have friends that are pretty much on the street corner in the street life, and they want to do the same things. They in and out of jail, in and out of jail, in and out of prison. Many of you got family members that do nothing but derail and talk smack and try to get you off your focus and try to tell you this won't work, that won't work, this won't work. They all up there buzzing. See last video. Some of you just pretty much have people who want to go to the club all night long. Want to run to the club every Friday, want to go to the bars and spend the money and do this, and it's just the same thing. Nothing changes. And then it brings you to you. And you're looking at yourself and saying, I'm committed to all these things but my growth. I'm committed to A, B, C, and D, but what about my growth? What about the reasoning of why I wish to be free? Your heart is speaking to you. So we deconstruct, we look into ourselves. And we say it has to be different in order to move forward. So what we do, we want to surround ourselves around wise counsel, because wise counsel is going to be able to open our eyes in order to see who we should keep and who we should let go. Unfortunately, that's life. We got to find people who's going to add value to us as well. We can add value to them. It's got to be an even exchange. So first of all, having a coach that serves as a mentor. Somebody can say, hey, well, wait a minute, you might want to go this direction instead of that direction. Why so? Because of A, B, and C. Some of the battles have been won with strategy, with people who are willing to come up with the strategy in order to defeat the opposing team. So that's what we need. We need people who can say, okay, this person, this ain't looking so good. That ain't looking so good. So we might have to very well clean house in order to bring people in here who are just as passionate and who are just as hungry as we are. Because we want to know what it likes to win before our lifetime is up. We want to know what it's like to finally be in a position where we can be at the top and stay at the top. We might have to let a person that runs the street go because they set in their ways. They're not going to change. They still talking about making it big, even though their criminal record is telling them otherwise, that you will never make it big, unfortunately. There's no convincing them. You're trying to grow here. Many of you have taken steps already to get an education, to get a trade, to fix your life up. That's the first situation deconstructed. And life is a team sport. So you need a good team around you. Whenever you fall and you down in the trenches, you need a team member to say, you ain't staying down there. Get your ass up and let's keep going. Let's keep moving. And vice versa. You see people in your camp that are struggling, help them out. And by you having a well-rounded offense, a well-rounded defense, that's going to help you win games. And when you win games, it's going to turn into playoff appearances. It's the playoff appearances going to turn into what? Eventually a Super Bowl ring. Eventually you will get your shot, baby. And it's going to feel good and great. And so this is why we have to make personnel changes, because a lot of people, unfortunately, they don't want to grow. They want to be right where they at. You can't fault them for it, because we are all given the ability of what they call choice. Yeah, choice. What is your choice telling you right now? Let me take a swig out of this one. Ooh, that hits good right there. What is your choice telling you? Your choice is telling you that if you keep up with the way that you're going, then the people who you're hanging around with, you're going to have the same future as they have. The same future. You guys are going to share the same fate. The same fate. Let me put it like this. Some of you come from the urban area. I'm going to relate it to this. And you have grown up with many friends, many acquaintances of whom you know, whom you touch base with. And I don't mean this out of no disrespect, but how many times have you went into the newspaper, or how many times you have saw on TV that the people that you was hanging around with, unfortunately, they met a bad end, a tragic end? How many times? And respect to their families, respect to them, but how many times do you really want that to be you at the end of the day? Do you want to be walking in the same fate, or do you want change? Do you want difference? Do you want to know what it's like to, own your own business? Or do you want to know what it's like to have your own, get a trade? Do you want to know what it's like to invent something? Do you want to know what it's like to meet and exceed expectations that can get you out of that environment? Get you something more. Yeah, because you want to win. The reason why you want to win, because you can feel it. It's here. The time is up. The time is up for games. Now, what it's going to look like when you perfected your team, I'll show you what it's going to look like. It's going to look like you got wise counsel. Wise counsel is going to create good players around you, surrounding yourself around good players now. You got a team. You know, Tom Brady, won seven championships, 7 Super Bowl rings. Wise coach. Wise coach, good players around him. Good offense, good defense. People who want to win, people who are hungry. What's another one I can think of great? We can go with John Elway, with Terrell Davis, and I'm speaking my age. Shannon Sharp. Getting people like that. Andy Reid, with the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, some people have their reservations about the Chiefs, but nonetheless, people going to the Super Bowl 2 or 3 years straight. It's crazy. But when we surround ourselves around with good talent, we get good results. When we get good results, then we can take our abilities to the next level, wherever we want to go. But when we don't have the good talents, again, we stay right where we are. And when we stay right where we are, we're just living towards our demise. Are personnel changes easy? No, because some of these people are your family members. Some of these people have been, the closest friends that you've known since day one. But the thing about it is, what do you want? What do you want? Write your pros, your cons of what do you want? What do you want to see? Some people don't want to fly. Well, you're flying. That's all what it's about. I'm trying to get you to see that when we make these personnel changes, boy, it's going to feel good to be living good. It's going to be feeling good to eating good, but it doesn't come with its challenges, though. You're still going to have some struggles. You're still going to have some hardship. We're still going to have to face great competitors and great minds out there and great teams and this, that, and the third. We still going to have to go through the mud. This don't stop. However, deconstructing ourselves, reforming our mind, reforming the people that we have around us is going to equal to some type of great possibility. And a lot of, unfortunately, that's the reality for most people, is they sleep in their regrets. The regrets that they should have done. Oh, I should have taken that chance. They were, I should have, opened that business. I should have got that food stand, that food truck. I should have here went a trade, I remember my homegirl trying to put me on to a HVAC trade or something along the line. I remember my homegirl saying, hey, come over here and we can run the cosmetology school and we can get the hair and the nails and the beautification. That profession is bumping. I'm telling you. Even for people like me, like my nails looking rough right now. I'm missing the first 2. But I'm saying there's always people who want something. As long as you're willing to offer it, there's always somebody who's willing to buy it. Yeah. I think I should put that in a commercial. I don't know. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. There's always somebody that wants a little bit of what you have to offer. And now's the time. Time waits for nobody. Time ain't gonna wait for you. It ain't gonna wait for me. It's just gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. So making these personnel decisions is what we get to find out. And through the seasons, you'll find out, you will look back and you'll realize I should have done this sooner. But you wasn't ready. That's the thing. A lot of us say we should have done things a lot sooner, but from my experience, we weren't ready. We are ready when it speaks to us strongly, when it causes us to reflect, when we're in a moment of isolation. We're in a moment like this, It's when life speaks to us the most, where we can actually hear and we can listen and we can receive it. Yes. And once we're able to listen and receive it, it process us. It transforms us. It renews us. The habits of the old, for those who are awakened, is not the habits of the new. You don't want to smoke no more. You don't want to run the clubs anymore. You don't want to be drinking no more. You don't want to be chasing the guys and chasing the girls and getting into the street life stuff no more, because that's not even appealing. You out here getting your playbook together. Okay, so I'm going here and okay, so that's gonna come. Okay, I gotta get that done. I'm gonna sign you over here. Put you over there. Now you got your playbook. You organization of life. Or instead of me doing this, I'm going here and run that route. I'm going here and get this together. Oh, I see this is going on. Hey, what do you think I should be doing about X, Y, and Z? What would you do? And if that sometimes you got to get a second or third opinion. So maybe if the person over here is giving you advice, now I got another advisor over here. Hey, what do you think about this? Okay. What do you think about that? Sometimes you need more than one advisor. So you got a crew. Got a crew in the back. Those are people who are going to mold you. The people going to help you. Some of the, we'll say, the greatest business owners in general, people who are thriving, like I'm talking about mad thriving, they had to get to a point where they had to get somebody in their corner. A bunch of tech people, a bunch of people who can get them going, skill set, mindset. Yeah. They had to get people out here that can offer the counsel that they need. Even though it was a tough decision for them, but sometimes tough decisions have to be made in order for you to get paid, in order for you to help out your camp. It's all about how you want to win. And the thing about it is, I want us all at the end of the day to eat. I want us all at the end of the day to thrive. You wasted a lot of time that you can't get back. Too much time has gone by where you like, man, you're so hard on yourself. You're so pressed. But again, we change ourselves, our mindset, the things that we want out of life. We change our mentors. We change everything. Everything. Unlearn everything. Unlearn everything. That's the greatest advice that I can give on this channel. Unlearn everything. And restart. By renewing of your mind, you renew what your future should look like. You renew it. You renew everything in general. And who cares if they make fun? Who cares if people switch up? And because you get that you're gonna get that when you start to embrace your change. Oh man, you don't come over here no more. Oh hey girl, you don't talk to me anymore. You don't keep it real with me anymore. You don't keep it solid. What's going on? Growth leads you to a path of certainty. And I gotta be careful with my words. So here's the thing. Again, I'm here to take the power, put it back in your hands. I say that in every one of my videos, and you do as you will with it. Personnel changes will cause you to win a Super Bowl ring. It will cause you to win, cause you to be inspired, but it all starts from within. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for listening, and as always, I'll see y'all next time.